baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Mets. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And now here is Cedric Mullins. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore, the center fielder, number 31.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one. Our temperatures should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Locks him up for strike three. So one out and nobody aboard, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch of the AB now. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
3-1 to him now. And the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Anthony Santander the next to bat. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in. First delivery to him.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Lays off 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. So here's Trey Mancini as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A ball and a strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Outside 2-1. From the stretch to 2-2 now.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Orioles leave 1. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. John Means, a Kansas-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And now in the box, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Windup and the 0-1. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it. So it's a backwards K for him.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding. But you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled off.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Now in into the box, Ramon Urias, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 28, Pedro Severino.
Next to stand in is Pedro Severino. First offering. Fouled away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. All even now, 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. No balls and a strike to count. Bottom of the second here with no score. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
The 0-2 once more. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And it's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Javier Baez as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And there's ball 1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Ball 2. Baez stands at second with 2 gone. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 pitch.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of getting in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Jorge Mateo.
Jorge Mateo.
And the pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of 3rd. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
So we got him looking there. Jorge Mateo goes down for the first out here in inning number 3.
John Means.
So now to the plate, John Means. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The bat.
Striding in is Cedric Mullins. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. First pitch coming. Here it is. Too low, 1-0.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Now the 1-0. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So stepping in is James McCann. Lifetime versus this arm. He's got a 3 for 5 line.
McCann.
And now the first pitch.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it misses. 3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
The 3-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 3-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
To the plate now, Jacob deGrom. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Three and two now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Mancini will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third base.
So next to hit is Jonathan Villar. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So next to bat will be Brandon Nimmo, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way. Pitch out, nothing doing. From the belt, the pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over, back in standing. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
3-1 to him now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Three-two pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So 2 on with 2 away, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Popped him up. Severino is there. And he makes the play to end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now digging in next, Anthony Santander. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The windup and the 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Way outside. 1-2. Two balls and two strikes to Mancini now. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Fouled away. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a two-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Next, here is Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Mancini leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he falls behind now, 2-0. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. One left for the Orioles. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. So here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Pitch popped up. Mateo waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So now to the plate, Michael Conforto comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Popped him up. Urias ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Ready now is Javier Baez. And now a pitch on the way. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Touché, sir. Mets go down 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the box, Pedro Severino struck out in his first at-bat. The pitch. too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. A ball and a strike. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Into the box now, Kelvin Gutierrez. He'll ground this one foul for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. From the stretch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and digging in at the plate next will be Jorge Mateo. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and it's fouled away. And it's quickly 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Digging in will be John Means. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. So now into the box is Cedric Mullins. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Comes set. The 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
This is hit the other way out toward left field, and no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Orioles strand a couple. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading up for the Mets.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth,
fielder,
and that'll bring in
6.
Jeff McNeil. First pitch on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mullins is there, and he has it for the first out.
Catcher,
next to hit
33.
is James McCann. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. First offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And another foul ball. Two and two to the Mets catcher.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
This guy is really locked in on the pump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
At the plate now, Jacob deGrom. Lays off 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. DeGrom, the runner at first with 2 gone. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Mets leave 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip zip. That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
Now here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now Anthony Santander. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity, up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch thread.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one. And this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Stepping in now, Trey Mancini. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate is Brandon Nimmo. It was a walk in his last trip.
The center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
A bouncer up the middle. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Lindor, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. From the stretch. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with 2 balls and a strike.
Outside. That's
3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the count will be full. Good battle. Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fly ball out toward right field. Santander is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and up next the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. From the stretch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Hit out toward second. He's got it. Over to first, and that retires the side. Mets strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping in once again is Ramon Urias. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First offering.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
One-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Okay, if you're in this lineup right here, game on, boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Now at the plate here is Pedro Severino. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. One there. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball that changed the course of an inning.
In now, Kelvin Gutierrez. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Orioles held in check there. Still no score. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Number 78 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
These changes for Baltimore. Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 78. Now catching and batting 9, number 72.
Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, Javier Baez.
Now the first pitch. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. A ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there. Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So here's Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit hard to the right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
Number 33.
So the next to bat will be James McCann, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
This is line to left. Mancini makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. So now here is Jorge Mateo. It was a walk in his last trip.
Jorge Mateo.
And now the first pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes McNeil on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Now
stepping in next, number 72. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later in his game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Fastball just inside. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Roll, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
And he will run this one down. Good read off the bat for the second out. So now to the plate, Cedric Mullins. Chopped weakly to the left. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Into right center. That's a base hit. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Carlos Carrasco will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kevin Pillar is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. To the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. J.D. Davis is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. From the stretch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jonathan Villar. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And now the first pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-1. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Santander grabs it to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. J.D. Davis will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field.
For the Mets. Now playing left field, number 28.
Now to bat, Anthony Santander. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
First delivery to him. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there to put it away for route number 1.
The batter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Fouled off.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Baez has it. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
This is a head scratcher. I mean, that's the shortest throw on the infield, and somehow he lets it sail wide of the mark for an E4. A couple more like that, and doubt starts to creep into the second baseman's mind.
Standing in now, Ramon Urias, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. Back to first, a double play, and we stay tied heading to the bottom of the 9th. 1 pitch, 2 outs. A pitcher's best friend in the inning. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. All set for the bottom of the 9th. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
Get down, 1-1.
Popped him up. Urias backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up at the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
At the plate, Pete Alonso, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here it comes. Swing and a shot toward right center. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only one away.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Next, it'll be Michael Conforto. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Yanked hard but foul to the right. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Up next to the
and that brings up Javi Baez. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets leave one. Still no score. Number 1 is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and he pops him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
At the plate now, Kelvin Gutierrez. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
go-ahead
Up
run
next
to
for
third
the
there
Orioles.
after the bunt.
The second
Sacrifices aren't everyone's favorite play because you give up precious outs, but they do have a lot of ways now to take the lead.
Big at-bat now, and here is Jorge Mateo. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
The 0-1.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Big spot here, and it'll be number 72. Needs a hit here to bring the go-ahead run home from third with 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
The 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Hitters count now, the 2-1.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
The 2-2 pitch. Too high, ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
He set the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Payoff pitch on its way. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, number 31.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Cedric Mullins. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Here's the first pitch. Ready with the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
Ball even at 2-2.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
He's set. The 2-2. Hit out towards second. There's Baez. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles leave them loaded. We are still scoreless. Paul Fry comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Paul Fry. Luis
Guillorme is going to come in and pinch hit here as he's the potential winning run here in the bottom half of inning number 10. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Line drive to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll get there at third, and now the winning run's only 90 feet away with just one out. Next up is James McCann. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Now the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with two gone now.
Well, their chances of pushing across the run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
J.D. Davis the next to bat as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Lifetime against this pitcher. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The set and the 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. From the stretch, the 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Mets strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Seth Lugo takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 67, Seth Lugo.
And stepping in, Ryan Mountcastle. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's the first pitch.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
The 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. Stepping up is Anthony Santander. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A throw behind the runner at second. Runner back safely. The 1-0. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
And it's fouled away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
And a strikeout here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
In now, Trey Mancini, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, the 0-1.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Orioles lead 1. Still no score. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. Lifetime in this matchup. He's 1 for 2. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-1 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off speed.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out. Up next, Brandon Nimmo. The winning run stands at second base.
Nimmo.
Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Mullins is there, 2 gone. Next to hit, Francisco Lindor. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3 balls, no strikes. There's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Tanner Scott trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position. Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Fouled off. Here's the 1-1. Fastball just missed above the zone.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two and 1. Here it is. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. 2 left for the Mets. We are still scoreless. In now for the O's, Ramon Urias. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. And he misses again. 2-0. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Two and two now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Kelvin Gutierrez. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He'll come home with it. He's in there at the plate. And deep into extra innings, they have taken the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
So now to the plate, Jorge Mateo, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in there. Two balls and a strike. Here it is.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. A run, a hit, and a man left. Tyler Wells enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings.
Tyler Wells.
Now to the plate, here is Michael Conforto. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second.
Michael Conforto.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
So he got him swinging. Michael Conforto
Now
sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning.
Javier Baez.
Striding in is Javier Baez, trying here to plate the tying run from second. He's set and the pitch.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Alonso, the runner at second with one away. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Dominic Smith will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Baltimore Orioles claim the victory despite being held to only 3 hits. Tanner Scott pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men on base.